Marvel has just revealed that there are more movies and shows to look forward to. While the die-hard fans cannot wait to dive into the new movies, some people are less than enthusiastic. It turns out not everyone likes wasting countless hours watching superheroes save the world. And get this, some of the world's most famous people are on this list. Watch this video to find out why Michael Keaton has never seen a Marvel movie and other celebrities that hate MCU. First up, Busy Bee. Michael Keaton is a household name at this point. He has not only been in one but two superhero franchises. First, he played Batman in the Burtonverse films. Then he played the villain Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming. Given his roles in superhero movies, one would expect that he loves them. After all, you're spending your life making these films, no? But apparently, that is not the case. The actor revealed in an interview that he hasn't seen a single Marvel movie. Yep, you heard that right, not even one. Not even the one he's a part of. As outrageous as it sounds to fans, he does have a good reason for it. He explains it's not that he hates the MCU or superhero films in general, it's just that he has very little time. He finds it hard to watch any film or series with his schedule. If he likes something, he can see 3 episodes before he gets consumed by work and forgets about it. So let's not take it personally, although we would argue that the films are something you should take the time out for, especially if you're going to be playing a villain for them. We mean, just watch one, at least? We have a feeling Keaton really doesn't care that he's hurting our feelings, but it doesn't hurt to try, right? Next up, it's not the real deal. Michael Keaton hasn't seen the movies, but at least he appreciates them. He has a good relationship with the crew, and we might even get a cameo from him in the future. But that's not the case for other celebrities. Some hate the script, or some hate the directors, and some just hate it altogether. So who are the stars that can't stand Marvel? First up on our list is Jason Statham. Jason Statham loves action movies. Everybody knows that. The Transporter star is famously known for doing his own stunts too. It's all about the bombs, cars, and fights for him. But he is also an old school guy. For him, the action is what makes a story great, and he isn't budging on that. In an interview, Jason said that the franchise relies too much on CGI and a big budget to get them through. Good movies are about doing things in authentic ways. You know, by actually blowing up cars with the push of a button. None of that fake stuff. So that's why he won't watch them or star in them. Though he sounds kinda snobby, we can't help but imagine what a great supervillain he'd make. Maybe we can convince Marvel to just let him jump out of some moving cars. You know, make him an offer he can't refuse. Coming up, it's getting loud in here. Lucretia Martel is best known for her sophisticated but dark portrayal of complicated women. She is best known for her films Zama and The Headless Women, for which she won multiple awards. But she could have been part of the MCU directorial team too if only she could stand the movies. Martel was approached to direct Black Widow in her classic style. This was supposed to be Scarlett Johansson's first solo venture, and the creative team needed someone who could do it just right. The first was just going to lay the groundwork for her character with backstory, and who better than Martel to carry the massive task? But the Argentine director wanted all or nothing. The team only wanted her to do the first part. The action-packed sequels were to be handled by other directors. This was a deal breaker for her. She wanted to make the entire Black Widow series in her style. Why? Because the movies are just too loud for her. According to her, Marvel uses way too many sound effects and makes the movies packed with action but no nuance. It's painful to watch a Marvel movie for her. So if she was on board, things are going to be done her way. They were not at all prepared to change the signature style. After all, the fans love loud movies, so they went their separate ways. It's too bad. We were kind of curious what a softer Marvel movie would look like, aren't you? What's more, where's the spice? Martel isn't the only one who thinks the movies lack flavor. Rose McGowan, best known from Scream, Jawbreakers, and Charmed, feels the same way. Oh man, we really thought this list would be short. But nope. McGowan has been pretty open about her disdain for Marvel and superhero movies in general. Not to sound rude, but Scream doesn't particularly sound very complex either. But who are we to judge, right? She revealed that she finds that the movies all kind of follow the same pattern. The good guy gets beat down, but then gets up and defeats the bad guy. Happy ever after. The genre itself is bound to the logic of good defeating evil, and that kind of takes the fun out of it. There is no character development, story development, or freedom of thought. In the end, all the movies just seem the same. Fair point, Rose. We gotta give it to you on this one. But the movies are increasingly getting darker though. We mean, just look at Peter Parker. The poor guy is going through it. And The Boys has taken the superhero genre and turned it on its head. So things are looking up. But Marvel does make movies for children though. It's based on comic books made for children. There's a certain simplicity and predictability to the movies that's comforting to the viewers, so it's not always a bad thing. We're sure Rose wouldn't agree. It's okay though. Repeat after us, not everyone has to love the MCU. Moving on, come to your senses. Wow, we thought we'd be done by now, but no, we're very sorry to inform you that Braveheart is on this list. Mel Gibson fears no one, including Marvel stars. That's why he criticized the franchise so openly. In his opinion, the movies are just propagating violence. It's just blood upon blood, people dying left, right, and center for no reason. As someone who's been in plenty of violent movies, he doesn't think the franchise hits the mark. The Passion of the Christ star was quick to conclude that movie makers don't care about its characters. It's just about making violent movies that kids get hooked on. But given the budget, there should be much more thought being put into the scripts. In his movies, people died as well, but not excessively and never without reason. It seems the million-dollar franchise is based on selling violence to kids with no real nuance. I mean, we've heard that one before, but something tells us he hasn't actually seen a Marvel movie, because if he did, he wouldn't be saying this. Like, come on, did audiences not care about Iron Man's sacrifice? We didn't bawl our eyes out in the cinema and then spend a week in bed for someone to tell us we just don't care about the characters. Not cool, Mel, not cool. And now, do we have to do that? So far, it feels like only people that aren't part of the MCU hate it, but sadly, that's not the case. Plenty of stars have had problems with the franchise despite being part of it. Now, this is where things get dicey. These stars took on the role and then faced instant regret. The first person on that list is Ben Affleck. His series, Daredevil, was little liked by, well, anyone. When asked about his biggest regret in an interview, the actor quickly said Daredevil. Why? Well, because it's bad, man. It's just a hot guy in a suit running around killing bad guys. It was everything that people claim is wrong with the MCU, so no hard feelings for hating it, Ben. Next, we have none other than Idris Elba. He played the supporting role of Heimdall in Thor: The Dark World and despised every second of it. He had just finished playing Nelson Mandela, and now he's stuck doing a kids movie? In between takes, he sat there with a wig glued on in a costume and stuffy helmet, thinking about where he went wrong. Then it was time to get up on a harness and wave a fake sword around. Needless to say, he didn't enjoy that. He came back for Infinity War, though, just to give his character a proper send-off. Then there's Natalie Portman, who grew disillusioned with the franchise after they let go of director Patty Jenkins. An advocate for female directors, she felt that the movies were not practicing the values they were teaching. She reprised the role after a long break for Thor: Love and Thunder, though. Maybe this was a battle worth picking. NGL. That's it for today. Who's the most surprising celebrity on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon with another shocking video.